Hi. Welcome, welcome.
Casey, would you foot high five me? Oh, we're back. Sorry. Welcome back, everybody. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. I gotta pray the demons off of my gear. You mean the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Yeah, they're very similar. There's like really heavy parallels between this and that game, those games. This game is actually an HD remaster and re-release of a Wii game with the exact same like title. However, this game is way nicer than Chocobo's Dungeons 2. The first one I played on the PS1, we didn't get Chocobo Mystery Dungeon, like we didn't get the first Chocobo Dungeon, but we got Chocobo's Dungeon 2. That game is really unforgiving. I imagine this guy. This guy turns into a dungeon at some point, I'm sure.
Yo, Chocobo.
Oh, Chocobo.
You don't even remember your mom and dad? Man, this town's fucked. How is this the better solution? I guess it's better than having, like, the world destroyed.
Chocobo.
I'm just gonna leave the kid in turmoil, it's fine. He'll be fine. Hey, Calamity. Azure Dreams? Maybe. I don't remember much about that game either. That was one of those games I always wanted to give a better shot to.
Hey, buddy. Remember when I said I wanted to ask Freya about the airship? Well, I did, and she said I could use the hangar over there.
What hangar?
Once it's been cleaned out, she says I'm good to use it. I'm really starting to get somewhere.
What hangar? What? What are you talking about?
Howdy. This is Harry's Hardware.
Man. You ever just get the impression that all of your stuff is just not worth anything? And that this economy is like fucked? That's how I feel anyway. Okay, let's take off the gear. And then fuse some stuff. The one over there, TM. Hey, Princess Allie. How was your weekend? Welcome in. Okay. Emerald. Coral. Oh, no! It's a disaster. Why won't they take more slots? This gem equipment apparently just doesn't want to get slots. I'm very sad to know that. I mean, I don't have anything else for a saddle right now, but I don't want to, like, back myself into a corner. Do I have money? Did anybody see if I had money? I probably don't have enough money. Money in this game is ridiculous. So, in Freya's Forge, you can actually spend thousands of your gil
Hey, Chocobo.
to hone the equipment. Basically, when you hone either claws or the saddle, you just get +1. Like when you find cream in the dungeons. Every 10 floors of a dungeon you go down, you restore one of the 5 hone. So it's like, it feels bad that I can't afford to put it on cooldown and like I'm just wasting recharges, but I don't think we're that min-maxy. Like, it's not competitive MMOs. I think I can calm down. Unless... I'm gonna go put some of this stuff in the storage. I had a really chill weekend too.
Hello, Chocobo.
In game, yes. I don't have poison on my attack. Should I? I mean, blind is more defensive. Okay. Equip. Equip. 2 greens. I don't have any, like, potions to speak of, but that's fine. It's whatever. Hopefully we just pick things up off the ground and make our way through.
Ooh, have you heard?
Don't be such a gossip.
Welcome to Medit's Medicines.
Ooh, an X potion. 900? Oof. Oh, wait. I don't have more money for more flowers, but I'm gonna pick the flowers. My weekend was pretty cool. There's something in World of Warcraft that's called seasons. So every time there's a new content patch that comes out, like a new raid tier, a new season starts, and that means that it resets like the leaderboards and the rankings for PvP, as well as like a dungeon system that is in play in World of Warcraft. It's called Mythic Plus. It's kind of like Greater Rifts in Diablo 3 if you played that, but basically you put a keystone into a dungeon and it has a number, and as you plus level up the dungeon, it just adds modifiers and increases all enemy health and damage. And every few levels, like a new like side effect, an affix, comes into play. So they just get harder for fun. And that all reset. So that means that on the weekends, Alec and I can pour way too many hours into World of Warcraft. I'd be surprised if you guys don't develop a Mythic Plus system. You can get gear from the dungeons and then like use currency from doing dungeons and raids. They all give the same currency to like upgrade your gear, so you can get really good gear on par with the raid even though you don't raid. So if you want to just be dungeon people, you can. It took them a long time to get to that point though. Mug? Why does this song sound familiar? What song is this? Does anybody recognize this? It's 10? Oh, you were right about Master Tonberry. Oh my gosh. He's resistant to everything. Strike a foe one tile ahead of you and deal half of their current HP in damage. So, if the Tonberry hits a boss first, it could do up to 999 damage if it has a bunch of health. I wonder what some of those extras from the special memory dungeons actually do. It might be worth it to just look some of these things up, you know? Repeating those dungeons and those bosses to unlock that thing, that seems like a lot. No, you don't. Nothing to see here? Ah! Why is it throwing money? I have high jump. Whee! Oh, shit. Alright. What does this do? Oh, it's the stairs. Forgive me. For that does not look like stairs. Thorny collar? That seems awful. Oh no, look out for the floater. Ugh. Stop. Take a hint. Not the floaters. Yeah, you gotta watch out, man. They're quick, too. You guys are lucky. You guys are lucky that Twitch cheated for you to get that far in that community challenge. It was bullshit. So 2 weeks ago, the Twitch server in my area was having like issues, and I had to end stream and then start stream again like 2 or 3 times. And in those 2 or 3 restarts, some people were able to contribute to that channel point challenge like 4 times. It was ridiculous. In fact, one of the times where you guys were able to recontribute, I didn't even stop and restart the stream yet. Like, some people were just able to recontribute, and I was like, what the hell? And so when I stopped it and restarted it, it was another contribution. So some people contributed 4 times in that one day. And I'm okay with doing it, because, like, I would never say I would do it and then not be cool with it. I was just hoping for, like, a really good test of the community's limitations, you know? Like, I really wanted to see organically if you guys could hit that milestone in, like, a 28 to 30 day period. But now I can't use that data because it got messed up. I was willing to suffer for science, and then problems occurred. It's just kind of a bummer. You can't really mess with the contribution settings or channel point settings, can you? I didn't really look around. I just kind of like gave up, to be honest, because Twitch doesn't seem to give you much control, or like you can't even see how many people in your, like, you can't see the channel point totals for the members of your community, let alone give or take any away or reset them or anything like that. But there might have been some settings when I started the challenge. Either way, it wouldn't have been that important. That stream issue was really, really bizarre. It wasn't my internet. My browser was still working. My videos were still going. I could still see other streamers where I was lurking. It wasn't my internet. It wasn't OBS. OBS was still running and like ticking up and showing me like all of my numbers of statistics at the bottom. I didn't have a notification in my Windows settings or system where it tells me that like OBS has disconnected. It was just suddenly everybody in the chat was saying that it was like buffering. And then on top of the stream having an error code, it was like a black screen error code. You had to reload the player. On top of that, it never got to the point of when you're disconnected, you can turn on a setting where it turns into this blue purple screen with like a not like this emote on it to give you an additional like 15 to 30 seconds to attempt to reconnect to stay in the same stream. Like that never happened. It was just like whatever Twitch server setting like I had, and I had it on auto, and then I swapped it to a specific one, and then it did it again, and I'm just like, what is this? So it was like triple fucky, you know? It wasn't like my stream key needed reauthorized or anything like that. None of the normal top 5 answers are on the board type deal. I'm sure I know it was Twitch. It wasn't me. Like, it wasn't me at all. My floaters rank increased. Stronger floaters can come into play now. Aren't you excited? Is it a duel? Nope, it's a shop. Have a great night. You're up pretty late, Anna. What happened? Did you get distracted? Thanks for hanging out. God, these prices are ridiculous. Thunder Talons? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my gosh. If I can get 420, I can buy Garnet Talons. And look, he sells really good saddles, too. Oh my god, this dungeon's 40 floors? Ugh. Chocobo happened? It's a good game. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I was worried about it being, like, too boring or super irrelevant to most of the other stuff that people see me play, or, like, it's like kind of like streamed on Twitch, so it's always kind of stressful when you step out of your niche too. No, I said step out of your niche, not I'm petting you even though you're on my lap. The cat's been on my lap, by the way. I really liked it. You said this was Thunder Plains, right? I really liked that that's what they went with because light is the element in here. And the thunder talons and saddles are what's in here. I really like that. I think that's a good little use of... Please don't blow up. Why am I picking up all this weird shit? I want the thunder things so I can protect myself. Ow. It does sound very clocky. It's like double good. Mitten, sometimes I wish your name was Steve so I could give the chat a soundbite that was just Steve! Mitten, did you eat any dinner? You haven't been eating lately and you're freaking me out. Steve! Please, Casey. I heard that the Thunder Plains dodges, it's like 100 dodges, right? I've only heard horror stories about the ultimate weapons in Final Fantasy X. I've never gotten that far in 10, and I would love to try. But I've heard that the dodges aren't so bad in the Thunder Plains because I heard you can either pause the game and like take a break if you need to, like in the middle of your combo, Or you can like get underneath one of the shield things and it doesn't count as like you getting hit or anything. So like you don't have to like go in a row. Unlike the jump rope in Final Fantasy IX. So at least there's that. Where are you going? No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Girl. That's all I need is for you to click on shit in OBS. Because you want to step on mice. Yeah. That's not what I get for not petting her. She does that anyway, Milk Ninja, and you know that. She always tries to just use me to get up on the desk and then looks at me like, how could you allow me to get stuck in such a predicament? Like, bitch, you walked into that. You walked away from the pets. I did, in Final Fantasy X, I did some butterfly thing for one of my roommates. I don't know what it was. I don't know whose weapon it was for. But I did a butterfly thing, and that wasn't so bad. Took me a couple tries, but it was okay. Is Kimari even usable? I swear, I never see anybody, like, use him. And then for the people who go around the whole grid and maximize their stats to do the Dark Aeons, they all just use, like, Riku and Waka. So it all just kind of feels pointless. Oh, am I gonna starve? That's not good. I also think that I don't know, I feel like Kimari is like hard to use, right? It's kind of a bummer because he's the blue mage. Oh. My Sharoma. Hey. Kimari is like a jack of all trades. I can see that being a problem in a game like 10, unless you're just willing to say, well, he's my favorite, and therefore I'm gonna make it work. Because everybody can go around the entire grid, and at that point, everybody is capable of, like, output. But there's still, like, higher stats for certain people, for sure, because, like, it's what you start with, you know? And then you have to go based off of, like, limit breaks. And I believe the Riku combination limit break is just really hard to pass up, right? It's just so strong. Especially if you know combinations for things. But I am pretty sure if you're just like playing through without caring about like dark aeons and like anything like crazy, I'm pretty sure you can just go through the entire game with no problems. Which means that they balanced that really well. Oh no. Kick the thing. Kick the thing. On today's episode of Are We Dead? Oh my gosh, how buff are you? Lightning bomb, chill. I'm pretty sure you want to path Kimari well for like ease of access later, right? Because he's got some like, he walks by some really powerful nodes before you have level 3 and level 4 lock spheres, right? So you want to backpedal when you can. I know a little bit about that kind of stuff because I had a roommate that was like super into that game specifically. Oh no! This is a deadly sandwich. I love that you can randomize the grid too. Like when you play a new game, it lets you... Jesus! Oh! Just try and like rack them and stack them. Jesus. Does it have like a... Oh, so it doesn't randomize the grid. It's just set to be a different way. That's kind of a bummer. Hey, Stained Glass Stories. I am in the town's clock. This is the light dungeon. Everything here is the lightning element, which is the light element. And we're in the clock, and it's very clocky. Really well done. I'm surprised that Sharoma didn't, like, demand to go. Ah! Rude. I got a better Tonberry. I guess a bigger Tonberry? I don't know. It's not necessarily that the next rank of a monster is just better. They're just different, and they can have different abilities. The game really, as cute and like cartoony as it looks, it really like wanted to set you up with complexity of combat. And I I feel like that's really impressive for how cute this game looks. But then this game is literally also like Dark Souls. Some of these fights are gonna get really impossible. Oh yeah, Calamity. This is not the easiest game. This game is hard. And things just like flip against you within like a matter of like one Chocobo turn. You never know what's just gonna walk up to you and do like over half of your health, and then you never know if you're gonna get like surrounded or sandwiched. And I mean, all it takes is for you to hit, you know, low to 0 and you drop everything. And yeah, the game does not hold punches. It just looks cute, which I think is what makes it even an even more brilliant game, you know? You have the combination of whatever job class you bring in as Chocobo with the complement of gear and embellishments, on top of also the combination of who you bring in as your partner. Like, I have this white mage because she can cast Cure on me. Like, it doesn't matter if she can hit hard at all. If she goes down, I get her back. If I go downstairs. I also can't make her cure herself. She literally only cures Chocobo. Do I have a potion? We're a little concerned here. There you go. I want to make it to a checkpoint. You also have the added complexity of, like, you have books. Spells can be in book form, so even if you're not a black mage, you can actually pick up, like, fire books and stuff like that, or buy them and bring them in with you. Ooh. Warp wings, awfully trolly. She only heals Chocobo. I can get buddies that cast that spell as well, but they just... I don't know. I suppose it's for some kind of reason that they're not... They're there to just do the one skill. Bye. Getting out of here before you can blow up and kill me. Where's the checkpoint? Speaking... Oh god, it's a boss fight? Oh boy. Ah, not the floaters. Not the gays. Fucking floaters and their fucking gays. Oh. Let's go. No, no, no. Don't fight them. You're about to get rock'em sock'em roboted. Okay. I guess that just encroaches on like the level of complexity they really wanted when they set out for this, you know? So, from what I know so far, Calamity, what happens is... So all of these dungeons are randomly generated. This is like the 4th dungeon in the plot. So it's on like 40 floors now. The fire one was like 20. So this is quickly gonna get crazy. But basically every 10 levels in these plot dungeons, you fight a boss and you can hit a checkpoint. So I can leave, or if I die and I come back in, I can start at floor 10 and not have to do 1 through 9 again. But a boss fight is indicative of the red glowies around the staircase. But when I was doing the first dungeon, like that fire dungeon, one of the Dungeon Hero X tips when he called me on my weed was that every like 10 floors you should be able to find a checkpoint. It's not guaranteed, but I'm pretty sure in these like plot dungeons that's gonna be the way it goes. But like, it's kind of intense. And I know there's at least 3 more, if not 5 plus dungeons left in the whole game, you know? And I'm already on floor 40. Does that mean like the final dungeon's gonna have fucking 90? It's gonna be like 8 bosses to the last boss of the whole game. I have to like make it there with like the capacity to win, having not seen any of like the bosses before I get to them. Endurance, I think, is like the big thing, right? Which makes that Scarecrow dungeon even crazier, right? Because it's like a 50 floor dungeon with no checkpoints. They could probably go lower than that. Is that a bit... Does that behemoth have its horn pierced? Does your mother know about this? Alright, what have I got? We got fuck all. Alright. You really don't have to gather power. I promise, we're okay. Excuse the fuck out of me? How very behemoth of you to use meteor. Don't look at her. Don't you look at her. What do you mean, mana ward? Are you blind yet? Ooh! Jesus. You guys, I don't think it's getting blinded. Stop hitting her. Hit me. Stop. You little shit. Goral, did you just walk back up to that behemoth? Well, fuck. We're dead. With no way out. Also, it's really sad when he dies because he's just a baby. Well done. Cooked well done.
Oh, Chocobo.
Fuck Raffaello. That's how she goes. Yep. Floor 1.
Hello, Chocobo.
What can I do against a behemoth? I don't really have anything. I guess I could do his trick and try and mana ward his meteor and just focus on output. So maybe I should bring a different buddy that's more focused on output. I tried to use Confuse and it didn't work. Blind was not working from my talons. He might be slowable.
Thank you.
He wasn't even like flashing white. Their indicator of like being low health or like below 4th health is they start to flash white. He was still healthy. So the Iron Giant can buff me and make me do more damage, but I'm a little concerned because his weakness is the element of this whole dungeon. So maybe not. Also, what's really cool to note here is these stats right here. That's the plus 19 from my claws and the plus 22 from my saddle. Your buddy also gets your enhancements from your gear. What does that mean? What does that special mean? He does damage, extra damage to big bosses? So maybe I should bring him for the or not the Leviathan, but the Behemoth. You know what? I'm gonna knife him. Give him a doink. You hit as hard as I do. I get 2 turns to his 1 turn, so he's technically like slowed. But that's okay. Why did that monster cast Protect on me? I wonder if there's a way to dispel buffs. I think there is, right? There has to be a way. Because then I could just dispel the Behemoth's bravery. This fucking floater. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss that white mage healing me. This is gonna be a problem. Oh, let's unshrimp. It feels like a good idea. You know what? Wait, why can't you stab him? Why you know can't have stab? Oh, okay. It has to be like in combat. So they have like 110 HP. I don't know, maybe bringing the Tonberry is something you should do when you, like, level... Oh, God. When you level up White Mage. I mean, I don't have any items. All I have is right here, but still. I could. And I'm in a room where... Oh boy. Look at me just burning through my food. This is awful. What have I done? I guess we'll find out how this goes. Oh God, I've been on the floor too long. Oh, we gotta get out of here. Oh, we gotta get out of here. But I guess we'll find out if I get out of here in time after the content break. Yeah, because we're having a good time, and it's time to take a content break.